you know, the obvious things, innate musicality, a love for what they're doing. I think a certain capacity to entertain the idea of change, you know, because usually with voice, you're so often when you get a voice student, you're maybe the first teacher they've ever had, and you have to really establish all sorts of new habits. They may have sung very naturally and very beautifully, but you have to some degree, make conscious what has been unconscious. In other cases, there's a gift for music, but the voice is kind of embryonic when it comes in, and you have to kind of, a colleague of mine used to say, you can't make a voice, you can only release a voice. And I thought that was an interesting formulation that she had, you know, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to find what's really within and remove the encumbrances of it so it speaks directly and without entanglements through music to its prospective audience. So I look for, actually in young people today, I look for a certain level of fitness, of just sheer physical fitness and body awareness, because if they have none of that, that's very difficult to create, and it's less and less something that you can take for granted, because childhood is not nearly as physical as it used to be. Life isn't as physical as it used to be. So the whole idea that with singing you're dealing with an integrated mind-body activity. It has to be conceptualized in the mind, but then the body is the means of execution. So those two things have to speak to one another. And the unifying factor, of course, is breathing, because breathing is involuntary when we don't think about it. But in the case of singing, it has to be organized and made voluntary so that that actually is the means by which the brain and the body can work together in close proximity or in synchronicity. So I look for, I suppose, just in an excellent voice is, and a superb voice you encounter every once in a while, just a great natural gift for singing. But more important to me is really the ear, because if you don't hear it, you don't sing it. There's no intermediary between the ear and the voice. If you don't have a good ear, you'll not be able to reproduce complex melodic structures. So that I look for first and foremost, and a joy in the singing act, just a certain physical and sensual delight in the feel that all of that sort of resonance and ring produces in your body, and maybe just the feel of a good breath and just a certain physicality. I look for all of those things. A good appearance doesn't hurt either, you know.